Today's question comes from Jack. Jack asks, what would happen if seawater suddenly became freshwater? Jack, I hope you're sitting comfortably and don't have any plans to sail across the Pacific this week. Because the short answer is, you just solved humanity's thirst problem for about 0.3 seconds. After that, Earth throws an apocalypse party and you're the guest of honor. Let's hit fast forward. Phase 1, the mass extinction of the ocean. Sorry, whales. The moment I snap my fingers and all the salt water turns fresh, the first thing that happens, hundreds of thousands of marine species die instantly. Right there. Jack, their bodies, from a tiny shrimp to a great white shark, are perfectly calibrated to salt water. Suddenly, fresh water rushes into their cells. Remember osmosis from middle school? Water aggressively flows toward where the salt concentration is higher. Their cells swell, rupture, and boom. A few versatile survivors like salmon might be okay, but the rest of the ocean turns into a giant liquid graveyard. The global food chain collapses immediately. No food for tuna, no food for seals, and Jack, no sushi for you tonight. Phase 2, the Earth stops breathing. Wait, I hear Jack whisper from his glass of filtered water. I'm on land though? Oh, wrong again, buddy. Ocean algae, which look like nothing but wet gunk, account for roughly half of all photosynthesis on Earth. That means half the oxygen you breathe every morning comes from the sea. When the algae rapidly die off in the brand new freshwater environment, global oxygen production gets cut in half. At the same time, CO2 levels spike because there's nobody left to absorb it. The greenhouse effect accelerates. The planet starts heating up, not summer heat wave hot, but slow roasting oven hot. Jack, you won't drown in the freshwater ocean. You'll suffocate on land before you can even say mom. Phase 3, the climate control system gets smashed. Imagine ocean currents as a giant conveyor belt regulating Earth's temperature. That conveyor belt runs entirely on salt. Here's how it works. Warm water travels to the poles, gets cold, and freezes into sea ice. The salt gets left behind in the surrounding liquid water, making that water extremely dense, which causes it to sink to the bottom. That's the engine that pushes the whole global current along. No salt, the whole system shuts down. The equator turns into a frying pan, temperatures high enough to cook skin. The poles freeze solid, but not the beautiful winter wonderland kind, the you freeze to death in 2 minutes kind. Meanwhile, hurricanes and severe storms become more frequent than a national clearance sale. Phase 4, tsunamis and earthquakes. The bonus round freshwater is less dense than salt water. The massive Arctic ice sheet, which weighs about 5 million cubic kilometers, suddenly sinks an extra 10 centimeters deeper in a single beat. That tiny shift triggers the largest tidal wave this planet has ever seen. The immense change in water density could even set off unprecedented earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Jack, if by some miracle you're still breathing at this point, you'll find yourself standing on ground, shaking like a washing machine, while a 100-meter wall of water heads straight for you. Conclusion. Dear Jack, the way you phrased your question makes it pretty clear to me. You're imagining a world where the ocean becomes an endless drinking fountain, and you're standing there on the beach with a nice glass. But the truth is, you'll die from suffocation, or from heat, or from freezing, or from being smashed by a mega tsunami, or simply from starvation after the food chain collapses. Take your pick. Humanity won't last long enough to enjoy that unlimited freshwater. So, if you're really thirsty, I recommend leaving the ocean's delicate balance alone and sticking to localized reverse osmosis desalination plants. They guzzle electricity like crazy, but at least they don't kill you 4 different ways before lunch. I'm What If Quest. Don't snap your fingers carelessly. And Jack, don't ask questions like that unless you're ready for the answer.